Hey guys, this is Vril continuing our EU4 Fallout mod playthrough as the Caesar's Legion. So we just got done with a war, the Independence War for New Reno against their oppressor, the NCR, our mortal enemy. So we're just going to be rebuilding our army and we need to rebuild our manpower. And we also have a diplomat over here that we should probably send out. I'm thinking let's go ahead and send him over to... Well, we've already improved with Good Springs quite a bit. Let's see about Jacobstown over here. We will eventually vassalize at some point. Same goes for Prim. So we also have this province we just colonized, needs to be cored. Do have war exhaustion, but not too much to worry about. We have the ability to really build a couple more barracks at this point to increase our manpower some. Let's just build it around here. And we also can invest in a new idea. I think we'll go ahead and invest in that quality idea of infantry combatability plus 10% for 400 military power. That'll work out well for us. So we have provincial unrest, we have rebel uprising chance. Of course we have the truces because we are at war, and what are these national decisions that we could do? So this is in the Aho province. That's where we just colonize. We need to do a cleanup of heavy radiation. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll see how that works out for us. And I'll go ahead and just start progressing time and work on rebuilding our army. Of course, the White Legs have been trying to do diplomatic ties the entire game. I don't need to do that. And we don't need to do it with New Reno either because we have a plus 200 relation with them already. So I think that's completely fine. I mean, we supported their independence and they got the independence. We do have some ungrateful natives over here in the Hickoria where we're colonizing. And I'm sending a small army over that way shortly. So actually, I'm not sure why I'm sending this army over here. I would just keep them kind of on the border with NCR. Caesar has been formed the commander of the guard in Nipton. The state, which I cannot pronounce, I mentioned that before, has been fabricating a claim on Nipton. So that will be a good reason to invade them when we get a chance, I would say. So why are all these guys moving this direction? I think they got a wrong command somewhere in here. We don't want that. The only guy we wanted to go over here was this one. So the savages from Hickoria have damaged the colony. That's no good. And it's come under the occupation of the natives. So that is not good, and we're going to have to send that colonist back on over there. And this time we will have that army there, so should be okay. I do think these New Vegas separatists will probably fire off at some point in time. I've already spent enough administrative power or Noah's military power trying to keep them down, but we now do have an army that can take care of them, I think, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So they attacked our peaceful settlement. Let's go ahead and have this guy head in here. We'll put a leader on them because they're the only ones that are actually doing anything right now. And we already cored that Aho province. We actually have this fleet over here. Let's go ahead and do some protect trade, I would say. Is this NCR fleet? Yes, it is. Let's see what we can do with that. We might want to build some ships at some point. Let's just have a look at what we could build. We do have a naval force limit of 14, so we really can't build too much. So that's good to know. We won that battle over here in our colony. Go ahead and merge these guys. And yeah, like I said, this episode will probably not have too much going for it. We are just rebuilding our army. We have more national decisions on cleaning up radiation, it looks like. And we can actually do that in this province that we're colonizing. So let's actually just go ahead and do that. I think we'll keep an eye on this particular province better than we did on the first one. So we've converted the heretics of Clark, and we can send a missionary to Nelson now. Of course, they'll get some unrest while we do that, I believe, but nothing too much to worry about. Now this guy here, we probably should split him up because he's actually starting to take attrition, which is not good. Actually, before I do that, well, he moved over there pretty quickly, but I was going to move the one that was in Clark there, and now I just moved them both, which is not what I wanted to do. So there is only 11,000 guys, or am I calculating that correctly? Yes. So in this one, actually this one needs to be split up more too. How about you guys? Although Clark they have a supply limit of 11, yeah, they need to be split up some more too. Let's just have these guys head on over to Searchlight. Although maybe have them in Nelson where have a missionary there. What else do we have here? Build improvements, truces to expire. We have this guy increasing relations with Prim that doesn't really need to be doing that, so let's stop improving relations with them. And apparently we can start annexing them, so yeah, they do have that 200 relations. It's probably been 10 years, so should we do that? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It will take very long. Let's go ahead and do that. We will annex Prim. Although I'm not sure if we'll really... I mean, it is nice having these vassals, but we will then border Goodsprings, and that will kind of be one of our next targets, maybe. Although where I was going to look at was... that will take one of my diplomats. Keep that in mind. More national decisions. I'm not sure what I really get from the cleanup operations for the mild cleanup of radiation. So just says it gets cleanup operations and doesn't give any effects. So I don't know why I would want to do that unless it's just bugged and not telling me the effects. So our truce with Junktown is ended. I think we'll probably be getting a few more of these messages. Yeah, there we go. Necropolis, Baja, Aditum, and NCR. So we have gained a trade dispute against the NCR. We do actually still have this mission that we took. In our war against the NCR, we needed to... if I can find the mission screen. Needed to get up to 50% war score, and we only got up to 45 or 46. So we never actually hit that objective and got the reward, unfortunately. So that's a bummer, but we'll deal with it. So natives over in Hickoria rose up again. Where are we suffering casualties? Oh, okay. It's gotta be over here. I don't see anybody that's suffering casualties otherwise. What is our force limit at for our infantry? Actually, I don't think we lost any forces completely during our battles. I think we were about at 41. Once we get to max manpower again, I will probably build a few more infantry units. Now it does look like our Navy did come back. Let's go ahead and... which of these guys are the trade ship guys that would help for trade? Okay, the freight vessel. Makes sense, doesn't it? So we've got the freight vessel. We should probably build a few more of these, I'm thinking. Go... Let's see, what else could we do? Nothing else. Send on a privateer mission to steal trade power from other nations in the trade node. Let's actually think about doing that with the other one here. Actually, we need to do the light ships with that. So let's see what we can do here. See how that goes. We should have probably built a few more of those. Let's build a few more. I have to build these in parallel. We'll see how that goes. We obviously don't have very high naval tradition or anything like that. We're more of a ground forces land nation, I would say. So what am I looking for here? We wanted to look at... Actually, I wanted to look at the economy and see... I am spending money on the Navy, so I just wanted to double check that we were. And now I actually can't go any faster than this. If I go up to speed 5, it goes so fast with this mod. I mentioned in a previous episode that actually I should probably go ahead and invest in a new idea here. Yearly army tradition. Let's go ahead and do that. Though we should have probably waited till we had a little bit more military power before we do that next time. Okay, so we converted the Heretics of Nelson. We are almost going to be done with doing this. We have one more in Searchlight. After that, So New Vegas just declared war on their enemy. I think that's Udo Bitha, something like that. So they are here. Now we were going to declare on the New Vegas at some point too. Let's wait till we're done with annexing Prim. So those natives rose up again over here. Nothing to worry about. No, we don't want your diplomatic offer there from White Legs. So our great advisor has died. Which one was he? He was the administrative guy. So yearly prestige, national unrest. How much do we take in per month? I would say I'd rather just get that yearly prestige, although we are... Actually, I thought we were a little bit higher than that. Let's go ahead and do that. Don't think we're quite ready to take the second level of these guys, so more diplomatic ties from New Reno. How's this relationship going? It's going fine. We used to have some aggressive expansion with them over there, but no longer, we don't anymore. I think we still have it with the New Vegas, though. So New Vegas using its army here should end up helping us in the end, because we're going to be declaring war on them shortly. So we got annexed subjects until September 1st, 2308. So that's 10 years diplomatic reputation minus 10. They've accepted our irresistible proposal of annexation. We gained that prestige, so that's good, and we got their army, so we don't need to build anything new. And they were just legionnaires. I was going to have a look at... There's nothing else we can select that's any better until we're at level 10 military, so that's going to be a little while. Okay, these Hickoryas have risen up once again. Yeah, we are at our maximum. We've rebuilt our forces finally. What is all of this? A military access from the Great Khans. This is an interesting... Let's check out what's going on here. So the Great Khans were here, are at war with Goodsprings. I'm not going to accept any of these offers, or maybe I should accept both. I'll do a... Where's Novak at? It's here. I guess they're allied with Goodsprings, I'd say. I'll accept for all of them, and Well, I don't know if this is gonna... We're probably gonna have to cancel it because that a military axis is a diplomatic relation, isn't it? Maybe not. Yeah, what are these other... adopt the Shia tradition? We're certainly not going to be doing that. How about reinforcing the bunkers? Reinforce the bunkers. Attrition for enemies +1. Land attrition -10. For 267 bottle caps. I'd rather build some more improvements for the provinces here, so... We do have that free diplomat. Let's go ahead and start fabricating. Let's see if we can... We don't have any casus belli if we were to do this. So let's see if we could fabricate a claim on the southern outskirts, and then when we do that, we're going to go for 100% war score and take some aggressive expansion while we're doing that. Our agent has been discovered, fabricating the claim. Their efforts continue, but their reputation will suffer. So that is unfortunate. I think we take some slight aggressive expansion for doing that. It looks like the New Vegas desires quite a few areas here. Do they have any alliances with anybody? They've been warned by the NCR. We're not going to warn them. If anything, we're going to warn the NCR. Sticking their nose in our business. I like the New Vegas. It's just unfortunate that they're not our vassal currently. So New Vegas just declared war on the Great Khans. This actually might not be all that good for us because I know we were really close on what it took to get to being a vassal. Like the war score required was on the last war we had with them was over 100%, so we brought that down below 100% for this following war, but they might be getting ahead of that now. So we've been informed by the commander in the Guard and Repcon that NCR has been fabricating claims, so those guys and their claim fabrications. Alright, so we've gained that casus belli against the New Vegas. I do think I'm going to wait until we have a larger army, or not a larger army, but more manpower. Maybe once we're up to 40 to 50,000. Although, maybe we should wait until it's completely to the max. So nobody would help them except the kings and the boomers, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's have a look at, just out of curiosity, the new NCR, who would help them. So they would get these guys automatically because they are vassals. But at least over here on New Vegas, nobody would come help them. Look at Goodsprings is really going for it. Let's go ahead and improve our relations with Goodsprings. Let's actually set up an alliance with them if we can. And what else is going on here? We have diplomatic ties from Goodsprings. It will cause our legitimacy to change, so I'm going to reject that, and I'm going to just improve relations once we are able to. So we've converted the heretics in... So we don't... Okay, we do have one more in Prim. Apparently Prim was the Shia religion. That must have just happened because at the beginning of this game it was not that. Everybody's secular except us, and there was Mormons and some shamans there, it looks like. So I thought we were just about to be done with converting. Looks like we were done with our ships over here too. Missed checking that out. So let's move all of our freight vessels together. And then send them out to... Well, we'll see what we can send them out to do. protect trade, or is it... Yeah, let's see if we can protect trade. Might help. We could probably go ahead and build a couple more barracks. Might be a good idea to mix things up a little bit, but I'd rather do this than anything else. Might want to build some areas that will help us get some more tax income. So those natives keep rising up over here. We've got that diplomat back, it looks like. So let's improve our relations with the Good Springs. Now, once we do go to war with the NCR, I would really like to take this area here mainly and secure the Hoover Dam. So we do have some fervor here. Not really sure if we need to do any of this, but let's go ahead and spend it on trade. Just out of curiosity if that improves our bottle caps that are coming in each month. I don't recall what we used to have, but so one of our great advisors just died. Our diplomatic advisor, and I think we had aggressive expansion impact -10 before, but if we didn't, this is certainly what I would like. We'll go ahead and pay that guy. But it does look like we're out of time for this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.